Crafting a solid pregame presentation ensures that everybody knows an upcoming baseball game is a big-time contest. First, we establish universal elements: national anthem, ceremonial first pitch, umpire's home plate meeting, everything you can expect to see at a professional ball game. Other elements can be added, like a moment of silence, mascot feature, MC or DJ intro, an award presentation, or something similar. Now, the way each ballpark organizes these elements is up to them, but it ultimately gets built out into a special timeline leading up to game start. The order of the anthem and ceremonial first pitch must be decided, including how a team is involved. So this includes who catches the ceremonial first pitch, where the players are for the national anthem, or other variations. The style of starting lineups must be decided, whether teams are announced to the foul lines, if only starters are announced to the foul lines, if it's merely a public address announcer read, or if players are announced as they take the field. These examples are pretty general, but it can get super granular, all the way down to the music selection, the changes to fit special promotions, or bigger adjustments for bigger games. Any variation can be correct with the right context and proper execution, as long as it's cohesive and planned out. Building this timeline is the first and arguably most important element of pregame presentation. Let's consider a high-stakes championship as our example. Here's what we're rolling with: full team intros on the foul lines, following MLB standard format, national anthem before ceremonial first pitch to put more eyes on the first pitch special guest, and home plate meeting after player intros since we aren't announcing players to their positions. A good way to plan the run of show is to work backwards from the official game start. On-field inning warm-ups take around 2 minutes. Home plate meetings are generally 2 minutes, but an extra little cushion can ensure all goes to plan. A ceremonial first pitch could be finished in as early as 1 minute, but planning extra time can keep everything on schedule. And before this comes the national anthem. For the timing, the Super Bowl history for national anthem is generally around 2 minutes, a little bit more. So allotting an extra minute or two can ensure comfortable coordination time even if the anthem runs long. Rewind before this, and now we've got our elaborate starting lineup introductions. You will only see this typically at the biggest games. Full team intros mean starters, reserves, coaches, and support staff on each foul line. We will explain this using MLB's standard protocol used for the All-Star Game and World Series. Only the manager and starters run out of the dugout under this format, so everybody else, coaches, reserves, and support staff, will be positioned on the lines together before names are announced. Support staff goes on the end, reserves go in the middle. Those names are read by a PA announcer in succession until the manager is announced. Once the manager is announced, they run out of the dugout. They stand closest to home plate, and after that, each starter fills in a similar fashion. The catcher, starting pitcher, and pitching coach may still be in the bullpen, but otherwise the whole squad is represented on the foul line. The road team goes first, the home team goes second, and it flows directly into the national anthem. It takes extra planning to ensure everybody knows where to stand, but MLB takes care of this at the All-Star Game with special field markers, and a prepared staff can ensure all moving pieces are coordinated. We wind the clock back just a little bit more, and then we have opening PA reads, sponsor features, and any special ceremony that may be in order. Our timeline is then complete. Now everybody involved in the coordination, this includes the field staff, control room staff, television crews, announcers, each of them can follow this schedule and fulfill a complete product with all pieces in place. Some games have an extremely unique pregame run. A good example is the first ever Field of Dreams game with Kevin Costner coming out of the corn, followed by the Yankees and White Sox. Other special events have other details, like the super ceremonial first pitch at the Little League Classic in Williamsport, or perhaps the London Series, where the UK anthem is also performed. In the world of baseball, pregame presentation can set the tone for an entire game. When it comes to live presentation, a polished product starts well before first pitch.